For a Champions League final, PSG appearing in their first ever final, take on Bayern Munich, who are appearing in their 11th Champions League final. They've won this competition 5 times: 1974, 1975, 1976, 2001 and 2013. It's Thomas Tuchel who's taken PSG to the final. They've had a great run. They won their semi-final really well against Red Bull Leipzig. Bayern Munich along the way took care of Lyon in the semi-finals and beat Barcelona 8-2. Would you believe it? 8-2 in the quarter-finals. And it's a game that really should have a really good feel to it. No Manchester City, of course. They were out in the quarter-finals, beaten back by Lyon, so it would have been tough for them to get through because they would have faced Bayern Munich in the semi-finals anyway. But so a game that promises lots of goals, lots of excitement and lots of action, and if it's half as good as the Europa final a couple of nights ago, I think we could be in for a right good bit of fun here tonight. Right, let me just give you the two lineups. We're still got about 12 minutes towards kick off, about 10 minutes to go. Let me give you the two 11s. So PSG line up with Navas in goal, Keller, Thiago Silva, Kalembe, Bernat, Herrera, Marquinhos, Paredes, Angel Di Maria, the former Manchester United man, Neymar and Kylian Mbappe. But Bayern Munich, their 11, Manuel Neuer of course in goal, Josh Kimmich, Boateng, David Alaba, Alphonso Davies, who had Messi in his pocket in the quarterfinals, Goretzka, Thiago, Serge Gnabry, who scored that quadruple, you may remember, at Tottenham Hotspur earlier on in the season. It seems a long time now. Thomas Muller, Kingsley Coman and Robert Lewandowski. Their manager, in fact, is Hansi Flick, former manager of Hoffenheim, in his first season in charge at Bayern Munich. Already won the Bundesliga title, now looking to win the European Cup. PSG have just won Crown League earned champions when their season was abrupted ultimately at the end of March due to the COVID-19 breakout. It's a very strange time to be doing a European Cup final in early August. 2021 season has, in some areas, has just begun. They've begun the new season in Scotland, and they've begun the new season of Champions League as well in the qualifying stages. Celtic just getting through the other week as well, but we're still in the season before, and this is our final match of our coverage. And I do apologise to everybody that has missed me over the last few weeks. It's been kind of busy and been very hard and stuff personally, but it's nice to have an evening off, and nice to be in the commentary box and doing something worthwhile. And I'll tell you about one or two plans that we've got for next season as regards the commentaries. As usual, the comment section is open for business. Keep your comments clean, of course. Naturally, we're a family show, and we'd like to see that utilised a bit more. But we're all set almost to go here in Lisbon for the final. It's a bit of a surprise, but it's nice to have you with us. It's a cracking atmosphere, this match, and we should be in for a real thriller minute. I don't think anything can match it around Europe, but this final has the potential to have a really good feel about it, and it should be an absolute thriller. I think it's got the potential to be that size, that a free scoring. And if it's half as good as I said as we saw the other night with the Europa final, then I don't think there'll be much doubt about that. I think it should be a great final. Liverpool were knocked out in the second round stage. Older chip sniper. Yes, JB lad. So there's a lot of people to be pleased. It is a very empty stadium, as you can gather, for the social distancing and all that. But we had to finish the season of commentaries with a final. And what better than two free-scoring teams who are in the quarterfinals and semi-finals just scored bucket loads and bucket loads of goals. 8, remember, in the quarterfinals for Bayern Munich. They scored another 3 in the semis to knock out Lyon. And PSG are in good form themselves. So this is, I think this has got the hallmarks of being a tremendous final. Nice to have you with us, Russ, and Older Chip Sniper. I think that's your name. We'll give you the two teams near a kick-off. But I can tell you that Pavard is on the bench, Martinez is on the bench for Bayern, and Coutinho is. Choupo-Moting, formerly of Stoke, he's on the PSG bench along with Bacardi and Julian Drexler. Drissagana Gay, we might remember him from Everton and Aston Villa. He's amongst the substitutes for PSG this evening. Well, the teams are just about to come out. There's the face masks on there for the substitutes, of course, with all this COVID-19 going on, and it's, I feel like going on like a broken record. But they'll come out separately, I believe, for this final. Was due to be the Atatürk Stadium in Istanbul that was due to host this final, but when COVID-19 struck, UEFA had to make different plans, and all the matches have been played over the two stadiums in Lisbon over the last fortnight or more. But still, it should be a good final, and we're very lucky to have a European Cup final at all. And of course, we're only 2 weeks away from the domestic season starting with England as well, and I'll give you more details about our coverage as well coming up. And of course, Trevor Sports will be back with regular matches today. I just want to say Trevor will be with us in the second half. I was speaking to him before we came on the air, and he's going to listen along in the second half of the match. But I'll be reading your comments throughout as soon as I get breaks in play, so don't worry about that. PSG just about to come out now. Substitutes just coming out now as we await the two teams. And of course, we'll have the JB man of the match, so we go have our own supplementary vote. The officials, the two linesmen and the referee, both come from Italy as they make their way out onto the pitch, grab the ball, the match ball that's going to be used for the final tonight. A nice special Adidas ball, and there's the European Cup just in front of the camera there on my monitor. And the first team out tonight is PSG. They're coming out first onto the field. Well, it's French against the Germans now. Bayern Munich, led by their skipper Manuel Neuer. Will he be lifting the European Cup? Bayern Munich, who haven't won it since winning at Wembley in 2013. FIFA, UEFA and European football recognise the dedication of all key workers who are battling the pandemic. The words are few but heartfelt, and I think the message is all clear in the football community. As the teams come out now, the Champions League theme will play out amongst the noise here. There's hardly any noise. It's just but hopefully the lack of noise will be made on the field by a game. I don't think we've had a low capacity for a European Cup final. Some of these PSG players, first time finalists, it's hard to know how they'll go tonight, but they looked very good. They've tried now for some 5 or 6 years since being bankrolled. They brought Neymar in. He's been around for some time since joining from Barcelona. Mbappe was an expensive buy as well. Let's take a look at the teams then, starting with PSG. Navas in goal. They're going back forward. Bernat at left back, in Mbappe and Thiago Silva and Carrera at right back. Herrera, Marquinhos and Paredes in the midfield. Neymar up front on the left hand side, Mbappe in the middle, and Di Maria on the right hand side. So it's essentially a 4-3-3. I'll run through all the substitutes as we go along. That's the two managers, Thomas Tuchel and Hansi Flick. Have a bit of an embrace before the start. The referee tonight, Daniel Alzato from Italy, and the VAR man is also an Italian. It's Massimo Arati. The two linesmen, Magnelli and Ghiottardi, they're from Italy. The fourth official comes from Romania, and that is Ovid Atigan. And I should tell you that I'll tell you the temperatures here in Lisbon in a minute. Noah White says hello, hiya. Let me give you that two Bayern Munich lineup. Manuel Neuer, the captain in goal, and it's a back four of Alphonso Davies, David Alaba, Jerome Boateng and Josh Kimmich, Goretzka and Thiago, the two holding midfielders. Then it's Coleman, Muller and Gnabry, and the main striker, Robert Lewandowski. So essentially it's going to be a 4-5-2, or you could turn it into a different formation of a 4-3-3 with a sort of a narrow three-man midfield. Noah's going for a 2-0 PSG victory. But here we go then. 5 times previous winners in their 11th final. Bayern Munich, first time finalists, never won the European Cup. They have won a Cup Winners' Cup before PSG. You have to go back to 1997 for that. So they have won a European trophy, but it was the Cup Winners' Cup, which was a lot more easier. There's the referee tonight, Ozato. And they're going to take the knee, of course. And the ongoing fight against... No, they're not taking the knee. It's all... We're up and running then in the final, the 2020 European Cup final, live here on the JB Sports YouTube channel. And a very good evening, although it's afternoon in America apparently, but it's Bayern Munich in the red shirts. In the darker shirts, we've got PSG. They've got a sort of a white trim down the front of the shirt. And an early touch here from Manuel Neuer. Kicks it away from the edge of his 6-yard box and then kicks it almost out of play. It's been kept in, has it? No, it hasn't. It's a throw-in to Paris Saint-Germain. There's Thomas Tuchel. What a moment this could be if he could bring their first ever European Cup. They've only won the Cup Winners' Cup. As I said, 1997 was the time when they won the European Cup Winners' Cup. A good side, good pedigree, been heavily bankrolled, and the ball played back to Navas in the goal. Number 3, Kimmich. And Bayern Munich winning the ball now, edge of the area, and here's a chance now for Goretzka. Goretzka trying to get the ball through, but the ball's out of play. There's the Bayern Munich manager, Hans-Dieter Flick, formerly Hoffenheim manager. Did really good there as a manager. Has been German assistant to Joachim Löw in the past. He's really got this Bayern Munich team firing on all cylinders. 8 in the quarterfinals, another 3 against Lyon in the semi. A total of 11 goals in the 2 previous games. So PSG be warned. As Kingsley Coman has been hooked to the ground by Kaya, number 4. Kimmich and Davis, who had Messi in his back pocket, are the 2-man committee. 2 minutes gone here in Lisbon. Free kick near side here to Bayern Munich. So see you later, English. So a 3 kick, the 5 times winners. Near side, Navas making sure that everything's fine as the free kick comes in. It's Kimmich who sends that into the area. It's nodded away by PSG and it's a throw-in. It was number 8 Paredes who got the ball away, and it's another throw near side, almost in line with the 6-yard area of PSG. Keep your comments clean. We are a family show. Remember, we could have up to 6 moderators at any one time. Just to remind you, we haven't been on for quite some time, so keep the comments clean and keep it to the football. As Davis takes the throw in then for Bayern Munich, goes back to number 27 Alaba. Alaba now touches it on, And now Alaba gets the ball back. Just about 15 yards inside his own half. Hits it over halfway. Headed away by PSG. Ball breaking around. It's the first time I've done PSG for quite some time. Thiago getting in there as well in the midfield. It's a Paris Saint-Germain throw-in. So many great stars. It's nice to see two teams that haven't been able to get to the final in recent years, partly due to the dominance of Real Madrid and Juventus and several other sides. Here's Neuer now by the penalty spot. Neuer just looks it forward, picks out Alphonso Davies on the near side. Davies takes it on to Coleman, back to Davies now on the near side. Davies plays it over the top, and Muller was chasing that one, but back came Thiago Silva. He's the captain of PSG, and here come the dark blue shirted PSG. Number 8 there is Paredes, and the ball just been passed about, and it's back with Navas in the goal. Now Silva takes possession. Silva to number 4 here, to number 4 Kia, and he almost lost possession. The ball knocked back as well. But it's a good start to the game. Here's number 29 Coleman, and that's a good challenge. Lovely challenge there by number 4 there, Kala, and the ball hit long there towards the edge of the penalty area. Lewandowski was chasing there. Referee playing on, and it's PSG in possession. They were trying to hit it forward first time. The ball will break nicely here to Alphonso Davies, who really marked Messi out the game in that quarter-final. Barcelona were not just beaten but humiliated 8-2. Sensational. A lot of people early on go for PSG, but it's Bayern Munich with the early pressure and away by Navas. But it's Bayern Munich starting on the front foot at the moment, as Muller couldn't get on the end of that ball. Marquinhos is there, and he's trying to get it forward, but again Bayern Munich getting there as well. Lewandowski now, shot opens up, and it's a 25-30 yard right foot effort from Thiago. So Thiago that goes into the seating behind Navas' goal, and behind for a goal kick to Paris Saint-Germain. Yeah, just caught it wrong there, sliced it badly right footed. It wasn't a particularly well hit shot, and in the end it was behind for a goal kick. So we're coming up towards 6 minutes gone in the final. 0-0. I'll run through all the substitutes when I get a couple of seconds here in Lisbon. Should have been the Atatürk Stadium in Istanbul. That was the original venue. That will be used now next season. There was some domestic news regarding crowd returned, that no away fans apparently. I'm not sure how much percent confirmed this is, but no fans in English football anyway will be allowed into any of the grounds. I think that's so it's just going to be partisan really, when you go away. You won't have any of your own team supporters supporting you, which is a bit of a shame, but I suppose it has to be done for social distancing and everything else when they're going to get crowds back. So I think you might see a few home wins for a lot of teams next season. That might just have something to do with it. Ander Herrera, former Manchester United player, done something that Manchester United haven't done this season. Reached the European Cup final, or a European final. Thiago playing it in. Muller touching it on towards the far side. Now here's a chance for number 18, Gorchika. Good football this from Bayern Munich. They've started the game really well. Good ball by Gnabry down the near side. 3 red shirts waiting for a cross. And in the end, Kimmich couldn't get the ball into the area. He was hounded out by 2 PSG defenders. And in the end, he actually touched the ball last. And it'll be a throw-in to Paris. Level with their own 18-yard box on the far side. Still 0-0 if you've joined us late. No major opportunities, just a one effort from Thiago that sailed into the stand away to my left, the empty stand. Lots of banners and tarpaulin that's covering the seats at the moment. Thiago has the ball over on the far side, and Bayern Munich just keeping possession now. Manuel Neuer. looking to lift the European Cup again. But the ball's been given away now. Chance here for PSG to launch an attack here. And that's a foul. Mbappe was tripped. About 10 yards from the edge of the penalty area on the left-hand side. And a free kick of some danger here for Bayern Munich. We know what Kylian Mbappe is capable of. We saw it in the last World Cup, where he tore defences apart. Gorsika just trips him there off the ball. And a free kick. And if Panini's about, hopefully we'll have Russell Benini on extra VAR duties as well to help me out if there's any controversial decisions. We do have VAR on board, and the VAR official is Massimati from Italy. And of course, a free kick now to PSG. 9 minutes gone in the 2020 Champions League / European Cup final. Free kick floated in there, headed out, but it'll be kept in play here by Herrera. Tried to keep it in play. It's out for a throw-in. So Russ will do VAR if and when Panini, by the way, and that's a big if, Panini does arrive. Anyway, Keller with a throw here, level of the 18-yard box for PSG. First time I've commentated on them this season that's about to go. Keller gets the ball into the penalty area, headed away, and it'll be a corner. Good covering there by Boateng. And Paris now starting to creep into the game. Alphonso Davies has just picked up an injury there, and he's in a little bit of discomfort there. And he's been told to get up there, but I think it was when the cross came in and he collided. He's up on his feet, I'm pleased to say, Alphonso Davies, American international. We'll see what he can do here. Free kick's been taken quickly. Neymar plays the ball into the penalty area. Thiago was attacking that. Chris Whiteman, who will be back in our commentary boxes along with Russ next season. They're just two of the names that will be coming back to the JB Sports commentary team for next season, and we'll be happy to have them with us as well. Hopefully we'll get Trevor as well, doing a bit of commentary and presenting as well, and we'll have a 4-strong, it'll be essentially the same commentary team as you saw in Trevor's Euro 2020 coverage, and I hope you've enjoyed that as well. A lot of the time was spent doing that, and it was enjoyable as well. So nice to have you with us, CW. Nice to have you with us, Russ. But CW's going for a Bayern Munich win. Well, there have been faults. I mean, the results don't lie. But this is a cup final. Anything can happen. Everyone thought Inter would beat Seville in the Europa final a couple of nights ago, but it turned out to be anything but, as the ball is kicked clear by Neuer. But Bayern Munich do look a tasty side. They've done really well in the last couple of weeks under manager Hansi Flick. They've won Bundesliga as well. They've won that by a country mile. Referee not happy about something. It was to do with Hansi Flick. I think he just takes the ball there, and I don't know if he's upset with the quality of the ball. I don't know if it was. I don't know, but anyway, we're back underway with 11.5 minutes gone. And not really a big chance to write home about. Just both teams tentatively just getting into the game a little bit. It's all been about the possession, but here's a chance now for Coleman to start forward here towards the edge of the area, but it was a good tackle there by Marquinhos. But that's the first time really that I've seen Kingsley Coleman explode in this final. Then Neymar was bundled to the ground, but nothing given. 12 minutes gone in the Champions League final. 0-0. But it's Bayern Munich in possession with Coleman again. Back to Alphonso Davies, who seems to have shaken off his knock pretty well. Nice to have you all with us. Chris says, Sevilla the Europa Kings. Surely people have seen the record. Yes, 6 times Europa winners. It started way back in 2006 when they beat Middlesbrough of all teams in the final. And they had a decent side then, Middlesbrough. Swartz, Downing, Hasselbank, and all that. They won 4-0 if I remember rightly, and it started a run of dominance. But I thought they were a bit lucky to win the final. I think they should have had a man sent off in the first half. But isn't ironic? Romelu Lukaku puts through his own net and costs into the trophy. It was you couldn't write the scripts for Coronation Street. Anyway, back to this final. They weren't expecting goals in that game, by the way. I hope that's not a bad omen, by the way. Here's Neymar on the far side. Or Robert Mbappe. Mbappe takes on his man, and he's got Neymar in the middle. Here's a chance now for number 14 here. That's that was Bernat, but he's lost possession, and the goal kick has been given to Bayern Munich anyway, after a little bit of a pinball machine. Came up Paredes last. Just seeing Kylian Mbappe there. Maybe he could have... Well, Mbappe did try the shot and it was blocked. It was a bit of a half-hearted attempt, if I'm being honest. Coming up to 14 minutes gone. Live on JB Sports. And I'd like to know how you're all embracing the name change since we switched to that name a couple of months ago. It was... we were talking to Chris actually on the telephone a few months ago that prompted me to change the name. And I'm glad I did. Because it sounds more professional, more polished, and it sounds like a proper as opposed to the previous name, which was the JB Claret YouTube channel, which was a mouthful. But JB Sports is easier and it's just straight to the point. Russ loves the name change. Meanwhile, Mbappe inside the penalty area. Mbappe tries to shot it. It's blocked away by Boateng. Paris just creeping into this final slowly away. Thiago hits the ball forward. There was a player coming back from an offside position, which was Di Maria. And Chris says it's been nice to see 4 different nations. Yeah, it has actually. We've had England, France, I think Italy were involved, I think, and 1 or 2 others. It's just been, of course, it's Germany versus the French, and we had it was France-Germany both semi-finals, 1 of each country winning through. This is Alphonso Davies, the American, running at his man. The ball will break nicely here for number 29, Coleman. Coleman tries to play the ball in there towards Muller, but good defending there by number 4 there, Keller. He gets the ball away, gets it back to Navas, who kicks it towards halfway. And now the ball ushered back to Manuel Neuer. Number 27, Alaba has possession. Alaba touches it on. And still we await the first goal here with bated breath in this 2020 European Cup final. No crowd, which makes it a bit hard to accept a little bit, but it's COVID-19 as Alphonso Davies can't keep it in play. And just to remind you all that we will be here till the bitter end tonight. If it's a draw after 90 minutes. He's Canadian. Sorry, he's Canadian. Sorry. I thought he was American. No, David. Chris Whiteman putting me right as usual. Forgive me, it's been a while since I've commentated on both sides. So forgive me. There's been a lot of changes since all that last time I did Bayern Munich. A long time since I've done PSG, so forgive me for my lack of knowledge. Just to remind everybody again, now that Chris has quite rightly corrected me, and quite rightly so, just to remind you, we'll be here right till the end here tonight. If it's level after 90 minutes, 1-1, 2-2, 3-3, I hope, then we will have extra time. If it's level after that and we can't get a decision within half an hour, 15 minutes each way, as the ball comes back to Neuer, nothing happening at the moment, then it will go to a penalty competition or penalty shootout, the football equivalent of a cricket super over, to decide who will win the European Cup final. And there has been 1 or 2 occasions where it's been decided on penalties. Here's Mbappe now into Neymar. Neymar shoots. Good save from Neuer. Neymar again on the rebound. Tries to hook the ball back towards Di Maria. And Neuer made another great save. A great double save there by the German international goalkeeper and Bayern Munich's captain. And PSG, after a slow start, are getting into their stride in the final. Good save here from Neuer. Didn't stop it properly. Neymar kept it in as he tried to knock it back to Di Maria. Neuer recovered and managed to hook a leg and get it onto the ball and get it out for a corner. That was a good piece of goalkeeping there on 2 occasions there by Manuel Neuer. Di Maria's going to take the corner on the far side for PSG, who are starting to ask a lot of questions now with this Bayern Munich defence, who are not exactly what you would call watertight. The ball goes into the penalty area. It's headed away though. Good defending that from Bayern Munich, but the pressure's still on from PSG. Neymar touches it back to Di Maria. Di Maria tries to go past Lewandowski, and Lewandowski, good defending by the striker there for Bayern Munich. Did remarkably well there, the big number 9. And the ball out of play, and it will be, I think, a throw to Bayern Munich. With 18.5 minutes gone, Bayern Munich get on with it straight away. This is Alphonso Davies, the Canadian international. Have I got it right this time? Canadian international. 18 and a bit minutes gone. Keep your comments clean. We are a family programme, and we have anything up to 6 moderators. That's myself, Trevor, Chris, Russ, Panini, Nukator when he's about. I'm not sure if he'll be up tonight. Anyway, here's Davis to Coleman. Back to Davis again. Inside to number 6 here for Bayern Munich, Thiago. And now number 18. Gotzika gets it out to the far side. Serge Gnabry. Good football this time. Kimmich trying to run down that flank and right hand side, and he can't get there. And it's gone behind for a corner, for a goal kick rather. Just a little bit overhit there by Serge Gnabry. Bit of a mystery that Serge Gnabry. Started off at Arsenal, didn't get a look in there. We see that double save again from Neuer. Bit of an enigma really. Started off at Arsenal, didn't really do well then. Then went to West Bromwich Albion on loan under Tony Pulis. Got no more than like 2 starts there. Then went to Germany, and really it all took off for him there. Got himself a big money move last season. Scored 4 at Tottenham. And now he's finding himself in a European Cup final when people didn't think he was that good. Again, another mistake really from Arsenal. Selling him for £5 million as it turned out. And Arsene Wenger regrets it to this day as Gnabry, the aforementioned Gnabry, knocks the ball in. Thiago gets it away out of his penalty area. And here come PSG. Bayern Munich starting to come back into it a little bit now. 20 minutes has been a little bit stop-stop, but the best chances for forward to Neymar for PSG. As Bernat and Lewandowski battle for the ball, which ended with Lewandowski hitting the deck. This was the chance here for Neymar, once again laid in by Mbappe. I think he should have done much better there. And a good job you did as well. And you'll be back on our airwaves as well as Trevor's airwaves next season, Russ. We'll be glad to have you back. So will Chris. He did a good job during the virtual Euros as Trevor Tosley, and did a bleeding good job as well. Of course, yes, former Dortmund manager, of course, as Chris rightly points out. He's our stats man, really. Here's Davis playing it into the penalty area. Chance here from Lewandowski, and it hits the post. It hits the left-hand post, and it bounces away. The closest we've come to a goal thus far. Takes it down right-hand side of the penalty spot. Twists, turns, beats the keeper. It hits the bottom of the post, bounces away. And here come Bayern Munich in possession. They had a throw-in from that. They've taken it quickly whilst we were watching a replay of his effort hitting the post. So both sides coming close. I don't think it goes far off here. Just a question, who will break the deadlock? The first goal in these finals is always the crucial one. Thiago has possession. Lays it in there to Gnabry. Gnabry out to Kimmich. Now Kimmich down the right hand side. Gets the cross in there. And it's towards Kingsley Coman. But he can't get on the end of it. But Bayern Munich now starting to ask Paris now 1 or 2 questions. This is the shot again. Turns. Right-footed shot. The goalkeeper diving away to his right. Hits the bottom of the left-hand post. Hansi Flick thinks it's gone in. And unfortunately for him, it hasn't. And it remains 0-0. 2 weeks from now, it's a week today. In fact, we have the Community Shield, which tells you how much you need to know. And I'll just give you a bit of reaction. What a cracking first day of the Premier League it's going to be in something like 2 weeks from now as well, because September the 12th they reconvene in the Premier League. And what a match to start with. Leeds away at Liverpool. Meanwhile, here's Di Maria inside the penalty area. Comes out again. Di Maria, it's on the area. Di Maria shot. Oh, he's hit it over. I think it may have flicked the crossbar. We're halfway through the first half. And both teams now coming close. This was the latest chance. Good football again. Herrera laning into Di Maria. The two former Manchester United lads combining. And in fact, he didn't clip the crossbar. It went over the bar. May have just skimmed it. But still, a big opportunity there for the former Manchester United lad, Di Maria. And still 0-0. And we've got a player down. And it might be, I'm just trying to think who it might be, number 17, I think. I think it might be Boateng who's down there. Let me just run through the... No, I've rectified that anyway. Right, well, they've got a little break here because of the injury. They might take a drinks break at some point. They'll have to take a drinks break here. Let me go through the substitutes. Let me go through them. PSG first. PSG first here with they've got Verratti, Rico, Choupo-Moting, ex-Stoke, Icardi, Sabia, Carusia, Diallo, Julian Draxler, Baka, Drissa Gay, ex-Everton and Aston Villa, Buka and Dragba. Buka, one of the substitute goalkeepers. For Bayern Munich, it is Odriozola, Sue, Benjamin Pavard, Martinez, Philip Coutinho, Kumsants, Perisic, Hernandez, Tolisso, Hurik, Zerki and Hoffman. And it's and Nicolas Sue has, funnily enough, come on now for Bayern Munich, just as we're reading them out. So it means Boateng cannot continue due to injury. What a sad end for him in the European Cup final. Not the sort of occasion you want to be stretched off in. 25 gone then. Bayern Munich have been forced into a change. Nicolas Sue is now on, but here goes Cohen, but he's lost possession. There's poor old Boateng, vastly experienced player. Next Saturday, the Community Shield is back. And we'll see if we can cover that. And then the 12th of September, our Premier League coverage will reconvene with some new, with familiar names like CW and Russ in the commentary box alongside myself. Hopefully we'll be adding Trevor to our coverage as well as a presenter and commentator. I hope we can join him. Hopefully we can get Mike on board and we'll do a lot more games. Of course, we'll have the Euros as well, so it's going to be a bit of an extended season. So hopefully we'll be able to give you the best comprehensive commentary coverage around on YouTube. 26 minutes gone of the European Cup final. 0-0. 40% Paris, 60% Bayern. That's ball possession thus far. As I said, so the Premier League will resume on the 12th of September, and you'll be able to hear some big games with us as well. And we'll hopefully we'll be able to give you some. Hopefully we'll sort the commentary duties out, Russ, nearer the time during the week. It depends again on what I've got to do as well, and it all depends on what time and what I've got to do as well. But the Premier League will reconvene, the FA Cup will return, the League Cup will return, and the Champions League will certainly return as well. As number 4 there for PSG. Chiara battles there, and it's a foul, free kick to Bayern Munich, and looks like Alphonso Davies could be in a bit of trouble. Yep, so the Canadian is the first name into referee Ozato's notebook. Bit of tugging away. Yeah, a little bit like rugby, that. Takes you back to the Rugby World Cup, that sort of tackle. I wonder looked out of place at Twickenham. For a free kick in a very good position on the right-hand touchline. Or on the byline, rather. About 5 yards from the edge of the penalty box. Almost like a corner, if you like. Right-hand side, Di Maria and Neymar to take the free kick. There's a one-man Bayern Munich wall. 28 minutes gone in the final in Lisbon. Here comes the free kick. Into the penalty area it goes. It's a shot back in on just wide. It's a cracking shot there. Right-footed and just missed the right-hand post. Just trying to work out who it might have been. Number 21. It was Herrera, in fact, a former Man United man, and it got a deflection as well. Hit number 18. Kick Gortica. Should have been a corner, that. Unfortunately, VAR is not on hand to give those sort of decisions. They're only there on the bigger decisions. Anyway, here's Di Maria chipping it in there towards Neymar Jr. Neymar's offside. Free kick to Bayern Munich. They've taken it quickly. But, I thought Thiago had lost possession there for a minute. But they've got the ball now. Here's Joshua Kimmich. Kimmich has to go back. And it goes back to Manuel Neuer. Neuer gets the ball forward. Now then, Davis to start another attack. Possibly here for Bayern Munich. In towards Thiago inside in the middle of midfield. Now Kimmich has it. He's got Gnabry on the overlap. And he uses the Gnabry on the right hand side. Deep inside PSG territory. Gnabry cuts inside. Kimmich is offering an overlap, but Gnabry tries to take on one player too many as he went well into midfield, well into the middle, well in field there, I should say. We're coming up towards the half-hour mark of the 2020 European Cup final. Here's Kimmich now on the far side, but he can't keep it in, and it'll be a throw-in to PSG, level with their own 6-yard area, so they can have an opportunity to get it away. This is the incident again with Di Maria. In fact, he nutmegs Alphonso Davies there. Plays it into Neymar. I think he's penalised, for handball. Is it? He wasn't offside, in fact. I think he was penalised, I believe, for handball. But here come Bayern Munich again. Edge in the area. Coleman has it to the left of the D. Coleman tries the shot. Deflects. Comes to Lewandowski. Flag stays down. Still Lewandowski gets his shot off. Deflects away. Now a chance for Coleman. Coleman down the left-hand side. Good challenge again. And then Di Maria mops up. Does really well. The ex-Manchester United man. Never got it together at Old Trafford. But the ball has only gone as far as Thiago. Halfway side of Paris. Half of the field. This is Thiago again. Hits it left-footed out towards Kimmich. Kimmich takes it down beautifully on the chest. Plays a right foot across into the penalty area. And ahead of him Lewandowski from 6 yards. It's saved brilliantly by Navas. Almost on the line. It was a tremendous save. The ball broke kindly to Lewandowski, and it must have been a split-second reaction from the big striker because he managed to nod it goal-bound. Well, thankfully for Navas, the save was made a little bit more easier for him due to the fact that the header was straight at him. Meanwhile, Thiago is injured. Number 2 there, Thiago Silva. Well, there's been chances in this final, but still no goals. Came off Kimpembe into his path, and he nods it forward, but it's, in fairness to Navas, it's straight at him. It was a save one would have expected him to have made. That was an amazing save. Can I just say, anybody that asks for links will be taken off. Nobody should ask for links. This is an audio commentary. Please read the title. We are not allowed by UEFA to show action from the match. How many times do I have to say this every single stream? There are 6 moderators. If you want to watch the game on YouTube, you can do. If you want to turn the commentary on YouTube down, by all means do that and listen to my commentary. But I can't offer you any links. Right, anyway, 33 minutes gone in the final. Still 0-0. Live audio commentary for those who are interested to know why the screen is like that. Anyway, here's Coleman. Gets in behind his man. Keeps the ball in by the left-hand byline. Coleman does really well. Jinks across. Gets the crossing left-footed. Only half away. Lewandowski tries to go there on the edge of the area. Nice to all have you with us. Still 0-0. Great final this. Yes, it is the real final. And we just saw Thiago Silva nodding in the way. But here's Coleman. Has it on the left-hand channel, audio commentary, and we're helping people who are partially sighted and blind. Hopefully Sue will be on at some point during the evening to add her views. Our resident Liverpool fan. It's people like her we help as well to enhance her enjoyment of football, not being able to see and everything. It's a godsend when we do the job for us, and we don't make any money out of this. We do it purely because we love the game. We love talking about the game, and we see another nutmeg there on Carrera by Kingsley Coleman, number 29 on his back. The ball chipped forward, and a good ball run down the left hand side it was by Serge Gnabry, but he couldn't reach the ball. The long ball out of play towards the right of the post, and a goal kick it is, and there was 2 men in fact offside in any case. So even if he hadn't reached it, Serge Gnabry, I think he would have been flagged offside in any case. There was 2 of them, as I say, offside. Both teams as well content to play from the back. That could be a little bit of a risky one. Canny Boy says he's going for a 2-1 PSG win. A lot of people in the comments tonight are going for Paris. Despite the fact that they're first-time finalists, they're very inexperienced at this sort of game. Bayern Munich are in the final for the 11th time. There's only one man that's gone for Bayern Munich, and that's Chris, and I can understand why he's gone for it. Experience. They've knocked in 11 goals in their 2 previous games. 8 against Barcelona. 11 goals, sorry. 8 against Barcelona. A poor Barcelona team, let's be fair. They've, and in fact, Ronald Koeman has taken charge at the new camp since that quarter-final. He's brought Henrik Larsson in as one of his coaches, which I think is a shrewd move. Now his big job is to try and keep Lionel Messi from the vultures, because there'll be a lot of big European clubs queuing for his signatures, not more so than the 2 Manchester clubs. This is Coleman. Coleman chips the ball into the penalty area, but there's no one attacking it, and Navas was able to get on the end of it and gather it in. New Caton's your brother. Well, thank you very much. Also, can you tell him, also, if you haven't subscribed, Kenny Boy, please subscribe to the channel. We like to have the youngsters on as well, because they should enjoy the football as well. And I hope New Caton's fine, and send him my best as well. And hopefully we'll see him on our live coverage next season, because he always had a nice junior dimension to our coverage, and this is what our commentary coverage is all about. It's all about catering to everybody's needs, whether you're a man, woman, boy or girl, whatever race. We're here for everybody, and that's why we do what we do. JB Sports live from Lisbon, the 2020 Champions League final. And that's really sweet of him. Tell him thank you. Thank you, Kenny Boy. Nice to have you already subbed. And everyone keep supporting the channel and what we do. We do it for nothing. We give up our time, and it's nice when we can provide entertaining commentaries like this as well. Right, anyway, 10 minutes to go in the final. 0-0. We've got a free kick here by Munich, the German Bundesliga champions. Will Lewandowski score? There's been a lot of talk, in fact, as Marquinhos actually fouls Lewandowski. That's why the free kick was given. There's been a lot of talk that Lewandowski isn't a big game player. Now, he's scored over 40 goals this season, and a lot of people saying he's not a big game player. Well, I've seen him in big games before, and he's turned up to the party in some of them. So I don't necessarily think that's true, whether it's a bit of gamesmanship or one-upmanship. Leave to the final. A lot of opposition teams will always say that. Anyway, free kick in a very good position here for Bayern Munich. 2-4-5 on the edge of the area, attacking it. Kimmich will float the free kick in. Towards the area it goes. Good start defending, but it comes to Gnabry, but he can't keep it in play, and it's behind. Once again for a goal kick. Just overhit. Hit it right-footed. And still we have no breakthrough. Lewandowski's hit the post. Neymar's forced Neuer into a double save. Di Maria's hit one over the bar. There have been chances in this final. but no breakthrough thus far. Well, we get a breakthrough here. Poor kick from Navas, straight to Coleman. His first touch was poor as well. And I have to agree with what Chris is saying. I think it's just gamesmanship and one-upmanship before a final. To try and unsettle the opponents, it's what you call gamesmanship. But Lewandowski, let's face it, Lewandowski is a very prolific. I wouldn't say they walked the league. They had quite a lot of competition. Free kick's been given for a foul by Ander Herrera, the former Manchester United player, tackle from behind on the Canadian Alphonso Davies, and it was a foul. I have to agree. I think honestly, I have to agree with Chris on that one, because it is a competitive league, the Bundesliga. I mean, Dortmund give him at least 3-4. I mean, Red Bull Leipzig and Dortmund give him a real challenge for like at least 3 quarters of the season, and it could have gone either way if the pandemic hadn't struck. So it was turning into a very good season in the Bundesliga until COVID-19 struck. I thought it was really good. Anyway, so it's not as if it's been made easy. I think like Chris, it's a lot of rubbish. Anyway, Bayern Munich have a corner in the 39th minute of the final. Heading towards 40 minutes. Here comes the corner, headed away now by Kinepe, and then out for another throw-in, level with the 18-yard box of PSG for Bayern Munich. And it's going to be Josh Kimmich to take it far side. Kimmich trying to go back about 3 or 4 yards. You don't see people trying to steal back 3 or 4 yards, go back 3 or 4 yards. They try to pinch 2 or 3 paces forward, in my experience. But, oh well, better the devil you know. The ball's back with Neuer, and now Kimmich has it. Thiago takes it 10 yards from inside his own half. Kimmich now goes over the halfway line on the right-hand side, and then he's bundled to the ground by Mbappe. That's a free kick to Bayern Munich. Mbappe trying to play innocence that it was a shoulder charge, but he's clearly barged off Josh Kimmich there, so a free kick. And here comes Alaba coming forward. And Alphonso Davies is available. Played a huge part in taming Messi. As the ball comes in again, Lewandowski was lurking once more inside that penalty area, and he went for the ball there. But again, good defending, and once again, and I just want to ask everybody who's on the stream tonight. Let's all give. I think this should be broadcasted. I think what we should do, while we've got a break in play, let's give Newcaton a get well soon message. Each and every one of us that are listening right now, give Newcaton a get well message, and I'll start behind the microphone. Get well soon, Newcaton. We all miss you, and hopefully you'll recover and come back. So let's all give him a bit of support, him and Kenny Boy as well. Let's all give him all our love and support as well. A difficult time, of course, for the family. We all have problems and challenges in life. It's nothing compared to what poor old Newcaton's going through right now in hospital, but hopefully he'll be recovered. Here's Di Maria now, right hand side. Oh, he did well there, good turn there, and here come Bayern Munich. Now then, can they have a final? Can we make it can we see a goal now before half time? Now then, big opportunity now. Lewandowski's just been forced out to the far side. It's in there towards number 18, which was Goretzka, who was standing at the near post, and he would have reached him but for the defender. We're inside the last 3 minutes of the first half. To say it's 0-0 is an understatement, and people might be switching on thinking it's 0-0. People will be tuning in saying 0-0, it's been a bit of a dull match. It's not. It's been far from it. There have been chances. Bayern have hit a post, and they've got a corner. This is Kimmich into the penalty area. Lewandowski climbs, but he couldn't get anything on the ball. Comes to Davis now on the left-hand side. He crosses, it hits a defender and ricochets back to Thiago, who then gets it back to Alaba, who in turn gets it back to Neuer. Yes, Lewandowski hit a post. Before that, Neymar forced a double save from Neuer. It's been quite a first half. Di Maria's come close. We've had all sorts really that have happened thus far. Anyway, back to the game, and it's Muller leading the charge now. He's got Alphonso Davies on the near side. Davies gets the cross in, and it's turned away once more. Davies again will retrieve the ball. Tries to hook it back towards Alaba, and Alaba did magnificently well on that near side to get it away. 2 minutes to half time, plus any stoppage time. Still 0-0. And here's Kimmich. Bayern Munich starting to ask a few questions at the end of the first half. Thiago, 25-30 yards from goal. Koitzika. And here's Davies back in field to Koitzika. Koitzika finds Thiago. Kimmich is there as well. Gnabry to Kimmich. Far side. Still 0-0 at the moment. Here's a chance now for Muller. Is that a corner or a goal kick? I think a corner's been given. Corner given it is to Bayern Munich. But what a final it's been for a 0-0. This has been quite a good game. I've absolutely enjoyed every second of it. In fact, a goal kick was given. So still 0-0. 1 minute of regulation, normal time to go. Oh, what a lovely skill that was. But he's lost it straight away, but there was a foul there. Thomas Muller penalised. Kimpembe who did the little trick here. There you go. See you later. And then Muller just has a little hack at him there. Knocks him off balance. And a free kick was always going to be given by the referee. Russ, our mole down on the touchline, thinks there might be one added minute. Well, the way the game's gone thus far, not surprised, although there could have been a couple of minutes more for the Boateng injury. At least another minute for the Boateng. Oh, man, chance now. Ball given away. And a chance now for Herrera. Touch back and a chance for Mbappe. He's hit it straight at the goalkeeper. That was a big, big goal-edge chance right by the penalty spot. Hits it right-footed, but he hits it tamely. Oh, my giddy Anton. As Russ quite rightly predicted, it's 1 minute. Well done, Russ. On the ball as usual. Coleman knocks the ball in towards the far side. Now then, can Bayern Munich punish that? In the last seconds, ball crossed in there, and Navas takes it well on the near post. It was a low cross, and Navas took it well. For a 0-0, this has been magnificent. And here comes Mbappe, but out comes Neuer, sweeper keeper, living up to his name and his reputation. Did well there, the German international. Here come Bayern Munich once again. Here's Kingsley Coman. Runs at the defender, beats him for pace. Coman in the area, goes down. Is it a penalty? No, is it a penalty? Both teams are protesting. What's he giving here? Did Kira push him down? I think he did. I think that's a penalty. I think that's a penalty, that. I don't know what the referee's giving here. VAR will be on hand to check it. We play on. No penalty. Did look a foul there. I'm not sure Coleman's the sort of one to make a meal of things as the whistle goes for half time. Well, it's been an amazing final, but yet, how on earth we haven't had a goal in it? Well, you'd have to ask the football gods, quite frankly, because these two sides have scored plenty of goals between them in getting to the final. You know, Russ says VAR. Russ in the VAR booth says penalty. I have to agree with him on that one. 0-0 as we go off at half time. But what I will say is that both teams, if you just joined us, it might be 0-0. But I tell you what, that's barely a quarter of the story. Because Neymar's gone through, has forced Neuer into a double save. Lewandowski's hit the post. Also, we've seen a chance for Di Maria go scaling over the top, and then right at the end of the first half, when well positioned by the penalty spot, unmarked, turned, right foot, Mbappe hits it straight at the goalkeeper. Lewandowski's also forced the best from Navas as well. It's not been a game of, it's not been a game that has lacked any chances. We've had plenty of them. But both goalkeepers have been in good form, and a combination of poor finishing and good goalkeepers has kept the score sheet blank. But it's been a very good first half. Let's just go through some of the comments before we leave you for about 10 minutes. Coleman went. This is Chris again. Coleman went down a bit too late. Defender had let go of him. Well, that's a fair point. By the time he went over, so and Canny Boy, thank you very much. Anyway, we're going to just take up about 10 minutes, and then I'll come on in about 10 minutes time. We'll explain what we're going to be doing for the next 12 months potentially on the channel, and then the full second half. Hopefully we'll get some goals in the second half. Stay with us. Don't worry. And we'll see you then. But at half time here in this final, the European Cup final, it's Paris Saint-Germain 0, Bayern Munich 0 on JB Sports. And we'll have a quick 10-minute break. And we'll rejoin you in 10 minutes. 0-0 at half time here in Lisbon. Welcome back to Lisbon, where it's 0-0 at the moment between Hansi Flick's Bayern Munich and Thomas Tuchel's Paris Saint-Germain. Been a good first half, a really good first half indeed, and we're looking forward to hopefully bringing you the second half in a few moments' time. Well, we've got a break before half time. Don't forget to hit that like button, by the way, if you're listening to us, and hit the subscription, hit the subscribe and the notifications and everything else. Our actual season gets underway again in 2 weeks' time, with the Premier League doing again from the 12th of September. And our coverage this year, we're hoping to get the Premier League in, a bit of the EFL Cup as well. Hopefully we'll also have the FA Cup back, and hopefully we'll go for it in its entirety this time. The Champions League, of course, a bit of Europa as well thrown into the mix. And of course the Pièce de Résistance, the Euro 2021 Championships, the actual tournament itself all over Europe. We'll have the whole tournament live, and hopefully we'll have some familiar voices returning. Hopefully we'll have Chris Whiteman returning next season in a few weeks. We'll have hopefully Russ as well back, and we're hoping to get Trevor in as well as a new commentator, and Mike as well come back as well. So hoping to get some fresh voices, some familiar voices back for you, as well as myself, and hopefully we'll be able to cover more games than we've ever covered before. We're just waiting for Paris now to come out onto the field for the second half. Bayern Munich are already out. And it's been interesting. And by the way, when we've done all the FIFA stuff, the FA Cup and League Cup stuff on here, there'll be no more FIFA videos on this channel. It'll be all about audio commentaries and several other computer games that we can give an airtime to. Because as far as virtual football is concerned, I am exclusive now to Trevor Sports for his Match of the Day coverage. And don't forget, he's coming back with Match of the Day as well on his channel, and we're hoping to have his company as well as both teams now are back out onto the field. Oh, Mike's doing a commentary on this as well, is he? Okay. Well, hopefully he can do some commentary for me next season, but we'll have a look at that in a minute. The teams are out onto the field, and we're all set to go in the 2020 Champions League final second half, live from Lisbon in Portugal. Bayern Munich will kick off with the red shirts, and the Paris will be in dark blue with a white and red trim down the front of the shirt, down the centre of the shirt. Neymar's just jogging back onto the field. The referee from Italy, Daniele Osario, is ready to go again. And the second half of this Euro 2020, this Champions League 2020 final is back up and running. So 0-0, and Bayern Munich get it forward. So we'll run through the two teams, and then we'll tell you the permutations, what might happen after that. And we get a break in play. So it's Kimmich with a early throw here, 10 yards inside his own half on the near side this time. Bayern Munich are taking the goal to my right hand side. As I look out towards the pitch, this is Gnabry, infield to Thiago. Thiago gets it out to the far side, and this is Alphonso Davies. Might be tempted to have a shot, left-footed. It was deflected away, and I'll give you the two lineups in just a second or two. Here's Alphonso Davies winning the ball back again, touching it back in again, and Thiago back to Davies. Davies again, turning, but loses his footing. No foul, and here come Paris Saint-Germain. Both sides coming mighty close in the first half. And here is Mbappe, who's won a World Cup winners medal, so he knows what the big occasion is all about. He goes down. Referee says no. I have to say that looked a foul as he bundled down the left-hand channel, but he was not fouled according to the Italian referee. And as a result, here come Bayern Munich coming forward. There has been, just to remind you, there was a substitute. Also, we've had Soué come on. And here comes the ball back, and Soué gets his first touch. So let me just run through the two lineups just quickly when we get a breaking play. We'll do that in a second or two if you didn't join us earlier. Here's Gnabry, but he can't keep it in, so it will be a throw to Paris. So let's go through that Paris team again. Navas in goal, Kehrer, Thiago, Kimpembe, Bernat, Ander Herrera, Marquinhos, Paredes, Di Maria, Neymar and Mbappe. Remember they're appearing in their first final. Verratti, this is the substitutes. And Trevor's on. Some say he was late to the stream because his wife wanted tea. Well, they were correct. Hello, everybody. Bit of Jeremy Clarkson on a Sunday night. That's just what we're missing at the moment. Just to run through the PSG subs: Verratti, Rico, Choupo-Moting, formerly of Stoke, of course. Icardi, Sabrina, Caruso, Diallo, Julian Draxler, Baka, Trezeguet, Gay, ex-Villa, Aston Villa and Everton. Bolka, one of the goalkeepers, and Dagbar. For Bayern Munich in goal for them, Neuer, Kimmich, Boateng was stretched off, so Nicolas Sure came on for him. Alaba, Davis, Goretzka, Thiago, Gnabry, Muller, as Navas knocks it forward. Kingsley Coman, Robert Lewandowski, who's hit the post in the first half. And, of course, manager Hansi Flick there. 11th European Cup final appearance. But here come Paris, but it comes to nothing. It's with goalkeeper Manuel Neuer. And at the substitutes, Odizioza, Pavard, the French World Cup winner, Martinez, Philippe Coutinho, Cousins, Perisic, Hernandez, Tolisso, Ulrich, Zerki and Hoffman. They're the substitutes, and here's Kingsley Coman chipped in there towards the 6-yard area, turned away by Thiago Silva. It'll be a corner from the left-hand side. Barry's on, my old mate from the commentary workshop. He says, evening, thought I'd pop in and say hello. Just put a quid on 0-0, so watch the goals flooding now. Well, we could have had a few goals in the first half, Barry, in fairness. But we haven't had him on thus far. We've had 4 minutes of the second half gone. First quarter of the second half by my reckoning. And it's to Bayern Munich, the favourites. The 5 times previous winners. 3 times in a row in the 70s. 74, 75, 76. 2001 and 2013. The most recent one beating Dortmund 2-1 at Wembley. And the ball chipped in there. I'll come to Trevor in a second because Lewandowski's inside the penalty area. And the ball breaks away and it will be a Paris throw-in. Trevor says, I've got an 84p on a 4-4 draw. Well, if we could have easily had a 4-4 at this moment in time. I mean, if you joined us late and you're thinking, well, there's no goals, it's just been a combination of great goalkeeping and poor finishing. But, having said that, the final's been tremendously good value for money. I've absolutely enjoyed every second of it. It's been an absolute fantastic watch. And meanwhile, we've got a bit of a set to here. Bernat involved and Serge Gnabry's not had things all his own way, as he has done throughout this tournament. He's sporting a nice little moustache there, Serge Gnabry. As I said earlier in the first half, he's a bit of an enigma, Serge Gnabry. Yeah, he stripped up Gnabry. It's purely accidental, and obviously it was Neymar involved, and well, Neymar, well, what would you expect? Anyway, CW the comedian. He's put a Freddo Frog on Bayern scoring first. A Freddo Frog, one of those 15p chocolates, on scoring first. Russ has got 53 on 3-1 to PSG. A lot of people going for Paris tonight. Chris going obviously for Bayern Munich. And now there's a bit of a free-for-all. Again, Gnabry involved, and it's getting a little bit stupid out there now. The passion is getting too much for some, and the Italian referee's got to sort it out. Neymar's on the ground. There was a late challenge there. Gnabry obviously involved, and the Paris players didn't take too well to that. Gnabry being ushered away. And with 6 minutes into this final, it's all kicked off, unfortunately, for the wrong reasons. Yellow card flashed, brandished, I think, to Serge Gnabry. He's been in a little bit of bother over the last 2 or 3 minutes here, Serge Gnabry. Yellow card still out for 1 or 2 players. Has he brandished it to Paredes as well? Yes, he has. Maybe for his part in the free-for-all. So I can confirm that Serge Gnabry's been booked. I'm not surprised. I think that was for the earlier challenge. And Paredes probably for his part in the pushing and shoving and the free-for-all that was going on. This is what happened. Gnabry goes in hard. Yeah, he takes Neymar out. But Neymar obviously has the ability to melt things a little bit. And then Paredes goes in for his own 2 pennies worth, and that's what he gets booked for. Then he headbutts Gnabry, and then an almighty scrap almost in shoes. In fairness to Serge Gnabry, him and Neymar hug and make up. So after all that, I mean, Paredes had no need to get involved there. And he placed the ball sportingly towards Kimmich, and now hopefully we can see some football now. And none of this handbags at 10 paces malarkey, which is threatening to overdo the good work that we saw in the first half, the good football that was played by both teams. No reward for either one of them yet, 0-0. As Chris says, 25p now due to inflation. Yeah, 25p these days. Here's the shot coming in, deflected, and it's easy for Navas. And thank you, Barry, for the commentary. And yeah, Fredo Frogs, 25p now. I thought there was still 15p, but there you go. I haven't had a Fredo for about 5 years. I've never seen the point. I've always bought Mars bars and Snicker bars and Walker's crisps and the like. Other crisps are available. Anyway, here's Kimmich now for Bayern Munich down the near side. Hopefully we'll get back to some football. Gorsica has it in the centre circle, just inside the PSG half, and then he finds Thiago, hits it out towards Alphonso Davies on the far side. 0-0 if you've just joined us, but it's been chaotic, to say the least. Chances have been went and gone in the first half. Bayern hit a post. Neuer's had to make 2 or 3 quality saves. And we've had an incident involving Serge Gnabry. It's been a pretty feisty match. Here's Kimmich now, going around a blind alley, and then Suwe keeps the ball alive. Suwe now gets an opportunity to come forward once again. Kimmich takes possession. Still awaiting the first goal. We've had 55 minutes, 10 played in the second half almost. In fact, 9.5 minutes played here. Live on JB Sports. Pringles, the perfect Sunday night rather football snack, cheese and chives. I disagree with that, Barry. I'm not a fan of cheese or chives, but I do like barbecue. I do like the barbecue ones. The conversations we have on these commentary streams are just so random, it's unbelievable. Anyway, back to the second half. And still we await the first goal. I'll remind you of the rules should it end a draw in a second or two, because we've got Bayern Munich trying to build an attack here. And it's very patient. We've had 10 minutes of the second half. Trevor's got beer. You can tell me what beer it is. We don't mind a little bit of self-advertising, you know. That's an acceptable snack. Of course, beer with a football is fine. Now, we've got another situation where Suwe has gone right through the back. He's going to get a yellow card here on halfway. And there's another yellow card. I'll make that 4 now in this final. 3 for Bayern, 1 for Paris. That's Di Maria that was bundled over. And I don't think there was any doubt about that one. Cider and a pasty for my filling tonight. I've got water. Well, I've got to drink coffee. I'm on coffee because I'm very tired and I'm trying to keep hydrated as well. I've had a bit of Coke as well. Anyway, here's a chance now inside the area for Mbappe, and the ball runs into touch. It will be a corner now to Paris. I think that's their first corner of the game. In fact, it comes off Mbappe last. I think, yeah, it wasn't a corner. It was a goal kick. It looked from the naked eye as if it was a corner, but I think the Italian referee got that spot on. When you look at it again on the replay, you can tell that our commentary position is very blindside. So apologies there for misleading you if that was the case. But very misleading, that clearance there from Neuer. Straight out of play almost on the edge of the 18-yard box in line for a throw-in to PSG. We've got a chance here to build a nice little attack here. Can they find something here? The first time European finalists. 0-0. And it's amazing, isn't it? They built the Europa line up that the two teams involved, Seville and Inter, hardly scored any goals, and they scored 5 between them in an entertaining final. And we've seen this one, which is entertaining in its own right, but we haven't seen a goal yet. And Bayern have hit 11 in the last 2 games. So something, I don't know if the shooting radar's off a little bit tonight, but there we go. Manuel from Fawlty Towers. Now we're... yeah, all we need is John Cleese to come on the pitch and knock him out. But anyway, it's a throw to... Let's get back to the seriousness of this final. Bernata's conceded a throw-in. Here's Kimmich now. Can we actually find get some football here and see a goal in this final? That's a poor pass. But Davies recovers it for Bayern Munich. Still inside the PSG half, but it's on the left-hand side. This is Coleman to Davis. Davis now infield to Thiago. Still on the left-hand side at the moment, just to the left of the centre circle. Now Sue, who came on as a substitute, has been booked for a horrible challenge on Di Maria when he challenged him from behind. Now then, a chance here for Mbappe to get Motor in, and Di Maria too, but again, the opportunities are not there. It's not been better. It's not really lived up to what the hype was in the first half. I have to say the second half's been somewhat a little bit disappointing. It's become a little bit of a needle match this opening quarter of an hour of the second half. Let's hope the game picks up and we come back to some football. Maybe Kimmich can provide something, and maybe Gnabry can provide something. The cross back into the penalty area. Comes to Kimmich, edge of the area, chips the ball into the penalty area. There's a bad throw in the back post. We have a goal! We have a goal in the final! It's gone to Bayern Munich, and it's Kingsley Coman out the back post who nods it past Navas into the right-hand corner of the net. And it's Bayern Munich who take the lead. Hansi Flick shows no emotion down below me on the bench. But we have a breakthrough in the final, and it's come from the German Bundesliga champions. Onside Gnabry as the ball was played. Then the ball was hooked to Kimmich. Kimmich took his time, beautifully weighted cross, good header back. Really bad marking here by the PSG defence. Kara was nowhere near it. And a great header back beyond Navas' left-hand dive into the right-hand corner. Beautiful goal. And what the game needed after a bit of a needle match this first 15 minutes where the football died down and we had a bit of that hanky-panky stuff. Well, I'm glad we've gone back to some football and we have the breakthrough in the final. PSG 0, Bayern Munich 1. Now PSG really need to assert themselves next half an hour or so, because if they can't, then Bayern will win the trophy for the 6th time in their history. Haven't won it for 7 years. 2013 was the last time they won it. They won a hat-trick of triumphs in 74, 75, 76, 2001 as well. In their 11th final, they famously lost in 1999, of course, to Manchester United. 21 years since that happened. Doesn't seem a lifetime ago. It's Bayern Munich going for another one. And again, Lewandowski almost in there. Still alive here. This is Gnabry trying to turn again. And oh my word. And then the ball played in. Taken by Navas. But that's a good ball in there from Coleman. It was a wonderful ball. And Lewandowski, in fact, it was a good header away there by Gnabry. If he hadn't got there, that might have been 2-0. And then Paris would have been left with a mountain to climb, in my opinion. And they're just losing their way a little bit, PSG. They need to get their composure back. There's still a good 25 minutes, half an hour left of this final. We've had 62 minutes almost of this final. They're just running down cul-de-sacs at the moment, PSG. Another attack breaks down. Still time left for PSG for an equaliser, but it's going to be a long old thing now with Bayern Munich in front. They are the masters. Remember, they've been to the final 10 times before, won 5 of them. But to give PSG fans a bit of hope and comfort, 1999 they were in front and seemingly dominating it against Manchester United. Should have put United out of sight, and then 2 late goals coming back. Kingsley Coman comes in again at the back post and almost gets a second one. It was kicked off the line. He beat the goalkeeper. But Thiago Silva saves Paris' skin again. A second one would probably put it beyond PSG. And let's just remind you now, as Bayern just slow it down a little bit. If it was to end a draw, if Paris were to get back into the game in the remaining 28 minutes or so that remain, we've had 2 each on target, 4 in all, 6 to 9. So 15 attempts in total in the entire game. The effort against the post does not count as a shot on target, incidentally. But if I was just to remind you, if PSG were to get back in it at 1-1, or if it ended 1-1, 2-2, 3-3, or even 4-4 even, then we would go to half an hour's extra time. And if there was still no score, or if it was still level or locked together, then there would be the old Russian roulette. Football's equivalent of a super over, a penalty shootout competition. But we're a long way from that at the moment because we've got a clear winner at the moment. And a foul there, which is frustrating by minute. There's Lewandowski's in trouble here because there's a player down injured. It's number 8 here, Paredes. I wonder if he stamped on him here. Lewandowski's furious. Let's have a look again. Oh, I tell you what, that's an awful challenge. I think he stamped on him. He stamped on him there. He's fouled his man. Now, is that I'm just wondering if that's even a bookable offence. They had a red card offence. Verratti's are going to come on here. And I think that's a good decision from Thomas Tuchel. Take Paredes off. He's not really been himself in the second half. So Leandro Paredes is off. Marco Verratti is on. Man with vast experience in this competition. Russ reckons it was a booking, but it makes no difference. He's been substituted. Well, it does make a difference because Lewandowski's still on the field. Well, can PSG get themselves back into this final? Remember, we'll be back with commentary. Hopefully, Ross, Trevor and Chris will join me for commentary, and the same foursome will be on Trevor's coverage of the Premier League with Match of the Day. I'm looking forward to my stint this season on MLTD on his channel, and he will be the home of actual virtual football, and we'll be exclusive home of audio commentary. It's a bit like he's the television and I'm the radio. Also, he's got a good little video coming out. Wimbledon. He's on his channel. Will be on his channel in a couple of days. And it's Djokovic against Nadal, I think, in one of the games. So check that out. I think it might be Tuesday the video comes out. It's certainly on my one to watch list. Anyway, as the ball comes into the penalty area, headed away by PSG, comes to the shot comes in from number 27, David Alaba. Typical centre back, typical defender's shot there with the right foot. Peter Jones tonight. Peter Jones, yeah, that's a famous name. Oh, it's out on Monday. Okay, well, we'll be all tuning in tomorrow night for that one. So our commentary season starts on the 12th of September. Just to remind you, the Premier League will be back on the channel, and we'll be through the season with Trevor, myself, hopefully. Myself, Russ and Chris will hopefully providing you commentary, the best commentary team in the business. As we'll just break off for a second as Neymar comes in on the near side. Neymar does really well, keeps possession, but Bayern are pulled 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 players back, and it's a lot to get through here. Oh, and Mbappe was so close getting on that right hand cross on the 6-yard line. Just needed a little flick. Just needed to flick it, and that would have been possibly 1-1. Just needed to flick it on target, but still, it remains 1-0, and it's now becoming a little bit stretched again. We're coming back to real football now. After all that first 15 minutes, that nonsense of the first 15 minutes where where players were trying to get themselves sent, players were trying to get other players sent off, and vice versa. It's really picked up again as a contest. It's Bayern Munich winning the European Cup as big star. Muller has it on the right hand side. Back inside here. Will Thiago have a shot? He chips it in there and it deflects and it'll fall here for Paris, who have brought a lot of players back, and they're not really giving themselves that ambition to try and gamble and go forward. They need to gamble now. There's 23 minutes to go. We've had halfway through the second half. Bayern Munich still winning at the moment, and I would agree with Chris. Mbappe's just lacking the clinical touch. Now we've got a woman messing around with the substitute boards, and she looks a very charming young lady. I wouldn't say no to her a little bit. I don't think the Italian referee would say no at the moment, although he's shrugging his shoulders. But we've got a very attractive woman messing around, and she's taking over from the fourth official by the looks of it, holding up those substitute boards. She looks kind of very stunning and kind of cute. Bit of glamour for this football match. Ivan Perisic is going to come on the Croatian for Kingsley Coman, whose goal at the moment separates the two teams. But nice to see a nice, gorgeous blonde holding up the board as well. That's good. And we're going to see Philip Coutinho, the former Liverpool man, on as well. Yes. I couldn't help myself, Chris. I couldn't help myself. Serge Gnabry's gone off and Philip Coutinho is on. Gnabry obviously carried a bucket. Meanwhile, back in the game, and it's Navas pouncing on the loose ball as Bayern Munich was setting it in and all. Well, it's not the first time I've locked eyes on a gorgeous blonde while commentating on a football game. Remember the 2018 World Cup final when the president of Croatia, forgetting what her name was, she looked pretty good in the rain. Me and Chris did the presentation together, and we were like just laughing at her and things like that. That's got to go down as a JB commentary memory. That, yeah. I'm keeping it family friendly. I haven't said any bad words. Anyway, back to the game. Anyway, a bit of glamour to the stage. Anyway. It's all said in the best possible taste, lads. Anyway, let's get back to the football. That's what we're there for. And we are a family-friendly show, as my two colleagues have preached to me there. And quite rightly so, as we get underway again. Now a chance now for PSG down this near side. What can Di Maria do here? Plays a lovely ball into the penalty area. Chance here! Oh, what a save! What a save that was by Neuer. He's been in magnificent form tonight. Di Maria with a wonderful ball. Comes off Alaba, in fact, and the ball breaks nicely here. I'm trying to think who it might be, actually. Can't tell who it was. Whoever it was a good save anyway from Neuer. Might have been, as the ball comes into the penalty area, it might have been, just trying to think who it might have been. But it still remains 1-0. Neuer proving again why he's world class time and time again. Here comes Mbappe. Really hasn't done himself justice on this big night. Gets the ball in there and it's behind everyone and it's out of play. And the frustration is growing down on that PSG bench. And we are opening the JB MLTM. I thought we'd make you wait until the 70th minute. And we have done. So you've got 20 minutes to vote for MLTM. So in case you've forgotten the vote, it's name of player and you hashtag it with JBMLTM. It actually deflected off a defender, so it's a corner. Di Maria to take it, flicked on now. Chance inside the area, and again, desperate defending from Bayern Munich. In fact, there's a foul inside the penalty area. Sue was the man fouled, and Bayern Munich have got out of jail here. Ball was there to be won. He was fouled, Sue. Just trying to think who it might have been, actually. Well, this was the opportunity again. It was number 5. It was Marquinhos. Marquinhos who had the chance. And we've got a substitution here. Just trying to work out who it is. Julian Draxler. Now he knows Bayern Munich, being an played in the Bundesliga before. FA Community Shield's on Saturday. We'll find out in a couple of days whether we'll be covering that one or not. But we will be back with Premier League coverage from the 12th of September. Andrew Herrera, the former Manchester United man, off. And JB MLTM is Russ's choice. And he's gone for Manuel Neuer of Bayern Munich. Or as he put it, Bayern München. That's the German pronunciation of Munich. Anyway, here come Bayern Munich looking for this second killer goal. And the shot comes in and it's blocked away now. Can Neymar and Mbappe. And Mbappe's got away down this near side. The left-hand side now. He hasn't got much support. He's got one in the middle. And Mbappe is having to do it all alone. And it's good skills. He's kept holding it. It goes down. Referee has a good look and says no. I think he may have gone down a little too easily maybe. But it's still all to play for. Draxler, in fact, wears number 23, just to remind you. And here's a chance now. The ball crossed back and it comes to Thiago. And, well, it's urgency now from Paris. They need an equaliser. If they can get one, and there's no further scoring, it will be extra time at the string stand, though. There's no necessity for it. And I thought it was not a penalty. He went down far too easily. Anyway, here comes Neymar. Neymar tries to bend it into the top right-hand corner, but he's got his radar off a little bit there, and it's over the top. Well, the thing with the first-time finalists is they think they've done the hard work by getting that. Not a penalty. I'm in agreement with Russ there. VAR out of beer. Good old Trev. He's a good one. He's a good one. Hopefully we'll have his wit and wisdom in our commentary team as well on Trevor Sports, and we always help each other here. That's the good thing about us. Still anyone's game, but it's Bayern Munich now leading the charge. Can they settle this once and for all? Crosses in there. It'll come for Tommy Muller. On this near side, Tommy Muller's cross. And it comes away once again. Remember, the more players that PSG will push forward now in the remaining quarter of an hour plus stoppage time could lead them to become susceptible on the Bayern Munich counter-attack, and they are fast-paced. Well, Kimmich leaves a foot in there, but Mbappe, well, maybe in the bracket of Sin and Gibbon, but it would have been a very difficult one for VAR to possibly overturn there. My esteemed colleagues are now starting to break out the whiskey, and they say it's a family-friendly show. They're now encouraging alcohol. Oh, you've got to love this. Anyway, back to the game. This is Kimmich now. Oh, what a European Cup final this is, and what a second half. The entertainment is off the pitch has been, and our chat has been amazing. This is Thiago again. Now then, Muller will find Kimmich. Kimmich now. Kimmich chips it in there. Chances there as number 14 went through. That was Perisic. He couldn't reach it. And here is Neymar. And again, just like Mbappe's first touch has been suspect. It really has been ridiculous. The big names for Paris have just not turned up at all. And you're Trevor. You're Trevor. Right. Well, what does Thomas Tuchel do here? Verratti's been penalised. Foul there on Josh Kimmich. Just pushes him. Why? Kimmich is going nowhere. It's a silly free kick to give away. 15 minutes to go. Don't forget, man of the match, JB MLTM, and you name your player, or you can do it the opposite way around. Anyway, it's Kimmich with a free kick. Bayern, unsurprisingly, didn't pull too many forward. Marquinhos gets it forward. They need a goal here, Paris, to force another half an hour. And if they do that, I mean, there's still time for them to score two if they get their acts together. This is Neymar. He needs to turn up in the next 15 minutes. Otherwise, it's 6 European Cups for Bayern Munich. A little chip in there, but it's too far over. And Draxler can't get there. And it's headed back by Alphonso Davies, the Canadian international, to a German international, Manuel Neuer. That was coolness personified by the two Bayern Munich players. Well, we're inside the final quarter of an hour. Legitimately want penalties. Well, we all want penalties. But at the moment, Bayern Munich playing have got themselves in front, and they're not going to let this league go lightly. And I honestly think PSG really need to play better than what they have done thus far, because in the first half they played really well. I actually thought, on analysis of the first half, I thought both teams gave as good as they got. Second half, Bayern have played the football. Here's Perisic, the Croatian. Can he keep it in? I don't think he can. The ball's out of play. Now, what's the ref giving here? Goal kick, I think. Bernat is struggling a little bit now. And the goal kick has been taken quickly. And they're just not getting it together. Neymar again, another poor touch. This is not the Neymar that people... That's the problem when you're in a... I mean, no disrespect to Ligue 1. But the Ligue 1, it's a Mickey Mouse league. And is it any wonder why Paris win it by about 30 points each year? The opposition isn't tough, stern enough for them. They've come up against some very stern opposition tonight, and in fairness to Bayern Munich, they've been amazing second half. They've had more possession than Paris. They've had more attempts, corners 4 apiece. PSG have really been a disappointing second best in this second half, I've got to be honest. And they've got 12 minutes to save their European Cup dream for at least this season. And these Paris players that have had so much domestic success, these aren't fly-by-nights. These are people that are earning like 400,000 a week. And on the big stage, they haven't turned up to the party. There's going to be a bit of a drinks break here, as we go into the final 12 minutes of this final, potentially, unless by some miracle PSG get their act together and possibly equalise. Then we could still have extra time, but at the moment it's Bayern Munich's cup, and we'll stick, and whatever happens, we'll stick around right to the end up until the presentation and get all that sorted out for you. But it's Kingsley Coman's goal that's deciding it at the moment. Beautiful headed goal that's winning the European Champions Cup final. Substitution, Bernat is off and he's struggling there, you can see. And Lavin Kurzawa will come on in his place, number 20. And there's also another substitution for Paris as they look to try and turn this game. Di Maria has gone off. I'm just trying to figure out who's gone on. Number 17, which is... I'm just looking through my sheets here. Eric Maximum Choupo-Moting. Would you believe it? Could a former Stoke player still decide things? Neymar is down on his haunches again. And Bayern Munich are just time wasting now. Paris want to get on with it. Understandably so. They've got 10 minutes for stoppage time. Referee wanting words with one or two players. Kinembe is absolutely furious. Hansi Flick there is looking a little bit stern-faced. There's a lot of worry on them socially distant benches now. Oh, it's another poor ball. PSG, they're just hurrying everything up now. They have to play with some urgency. No foul. Yes, it is a foul. Perisic was foul. Free kick. Yellow card. Neymar. His night gets from bad to worse. Thomas Muller. Lewandowski was the man who was fouled. It's not been Neymar's night. He's hacked at him. Ball's gone. He's taken him out. I think the Italian referee was bang on the money. I think he's had a good game tonight. Here's Thomas Muller from the free kick down the right-hand side. We've got 81. We've had 81 minutes, 9 to play plus stoppage time. Don't forget JB man of the match, name of player plus the hashtag JBMLTM. It could well be a German night tonight. And here's a chance now for Lewandowski, who shoots just wide right-footed when well positioned to the right of the penalty spot and hits it wide of the left-hand post, and a goal kick to PSG, who still stay in it at 1-0, but the flag would have been up anyway if it had gone in, because he was offside, then it would have gone to VAR and all that jazz, and the rest, as they say, would be history. Anyway, PSG in possession. Thiago Silva, they can't mess about now. They've got to hit it forward. Poor ball roll by Thiago. And the other Thiago for Bayern Munich picks it up. And he's fouled inside the centre circle. And there's frustration on every PSG player's face. Bayern Munich, professional. They are a professional side, there's no doubt about it. PSG, it's becoming all too desperate for them now. But football, as we all know, as Jimmy Greaves once said, it's still a funny old game. And anything can still happen. PSG might shock the world and get an equaliser. It's still anyone's game. At 1-0, it's still up for grabs. Here's Silva. Can he get it forward? One piece of genius from PSG, Marquinhos. And they could be back at it. But here's Lewandowski. He's faced by Thiago Silva. He goes by him and brings him down. And this is going to be a yellow card. He had to do that, Thiago Silva. Had to bring the man down. He claims that Lewandowski dived. But I don't think that was... I think it was a diving indeed. This is the incident again. There we go. Go for, well, if they're listing out PSG, I hope you've got your stream on, because if you're watching this stream, Thomas Tuchel, do what Trevor's asking you to do. 4-4-2 on ball worked 21 years ago, 1999. The year Manchester United 2, Bayern Munich 1. They could do with a Sheringham and a Solskjaer and a Beckham, ideally as well. But we've got an Alaba and a Coutinho here for Bayern Munich. About 35 yards from goal, left to centre. Wouldn't it be an irony if Coutinho was to score the decisive goal here from the free kick? Oh, he almost did. Hit it right-footed, just past the left-hand post. Yeah, for Mike Bassett. But he hit it just past the far post. Left-hand post and a goal kick. 6 minutes plus stoppage time to go. And a foul on Neymar. Free kick to PSG. Neymar now starting to limp a little bit here. This is the free kick from Coutinho. On loan, incidentally, from Barcelona. Scored a brace in that 8-2 demolition job a week ago. Since then, Barcelona have changed their manager. Valverde's gone, and Ronald Koeman has gone in his place. Chiara wanting to get on with it quickly, but again, Bayern just time wasting. But there's not much point in doing that, because the referee will have the time on at the end. It will count against him ultimately if it comes to the last seconds and Paris scoring that time. That's a foul. Silly, really. And they're picking up yellow cards like confetti now. The substitute, Kozama, is the latest man into the referee's notepad. Josh Kimmich, the man he fouled. In fairness to the PSG player, I think he might have just got a little touch on the ball, but the follow-through was a little bit on the dangerous side. And I think Thomas Tuchel, looking by the slow-mo replay, I think this one's slipping away. Of course, he was buying Borussia Dortmund manager on that famous night in the Europa League at Anfield when Dortmund, the team he was managing at the time, had a really good lead. And then Liverpool came back from the dead. Tolisso is going to come on for Thiago. Now, it's just a case of showing things up. Bayern Munich, a team that win European Cups. This won a hat-trick of triumphs. That great team, of course, of 74, 75, 76. Might be able to do it again. They claim a throw-in, but it's a PSG throw. 4 minutes to go. Can PSG force an equaliser, take us into extra time? At the moment, it doesn't look as if that's going to be the case, but when a commentator makes a prediction, invariably, usually is very wrong. So you don't know. You don't know. One moment of pure genius when one of these Paris players could still give them hope. But it's Neuer getting that one away. He's had a great match. At the moment, he's still leading the man in the match. Well, you've got 4 minutes to choose your man in the match. Name of the player you want to see winning it, and hashtag it JBMOTM. If it's a draw, then it will be a shared award. But at the moment, it's 1-0 to Bayern. Kimmich has kept that in play, and he's got that through now. Can Perisic run onto it? No, he can't. Oh, but he gets back well, does well there. Good play there from the Croat. Tremendous play. Tremendous play, and it's getting a good seal of approval down on that socially distanced Bayern Munich bench. Still 1-0 to Bayern Munich. 3 and a bit minutes still to go. Can they find a way through? Well, it's less than 3 minutes to go. Play on, says the referee. Paris in possession, but the game beginning to be a bit bunched up. Through ball towards Mbappe is cut out. Still, Trevor's gone for Neuer. Second vote for Neuer. Looks as if Manuel Neuer will win our award outright. Is anyone else going to vote in the next 3 minutes? I think Trevor and Russ have made a very sound choice. But here come Paris. Is this the moment? No, it's 2-R over Neymar's head. And that just sums it up. Cross in. It was Mbappe who played the ball in from the far side, but he hit it far too high. You've got 2 minutes of the 90 to go. 2 minutes and the man in the match vote to go. As things stand, Neuer with the 2 votes will win the award outright. And that vote will stay, regardless of whether Paris equalise in stoppage time and take it to extra time. The man in the match vote will still remain the same. But at the moment, there's not a necessity for extra time or even a penalty shootout. The contrast on the 2 socially distanced benches tells the story. But there's about 90 seconds or less than that to go. Can Paris give themselves one last chance? There's got to be one last chance. They've got enough quality on the field to do so. Can they force a goal here? Neymar inside the edge of the penalty area. And there's a chance there, but the flag is up against Mbappe. Wouldn't have scored anyway, but because Neuer come out again, spread himself like an eagle, and made a big save anyway. Not that it would have counted, by the way. But he's had a marvellous game, the German. Yeah, there was about 2 of them offside, and 1 was Mbappe. I think that was more out of desperation, not the most cleverest thing to do, to play it through to a player who's interfering with play and then becomes active when he's offside. But it's Kingsley Coman who might be the match winner, along with Manuel Neuer. Those saves in the first half and points in the second half. Free kick to PSG. And with about 10 seconds of normal time to go, there will be stoppage time as well at the end of it. We'll find out from the 4th official in a second or 2. Manuel Neuer has been declared our man of the match. Manuel Neuer gets the JB man of the match. Well done to him. And I suppose, 3 votes to 0. Chris's one just counts in the nick of time. Wow. Interesting stoppage time. 5 added minutes. So still the drama remains. It's still in the balance. So whatever happens now, if we go into extra time or whatever, that man of the match vote, Neuer wins it, whatever. Throw to Bayern Munich. We're 26 seconds into the first of the 5 minutes. Still a little bit of a time to go. PSG, if they get one more opportunity, will they get another opportunity throughout the second half? They've got to have a chance now. They've got to stay on side here as well. Bayern Munich playing a very high line there in defence, and have almost caught 2 players off. And if that had gone through, they would have been trapped offside. Here's the ball forward by Coutinho, and Lewandowski goes down. No penalty. Oh, that's off there. Referee right on the spot. Now Mbappe at the other end. Down the left-hand side. Mbappe runs at his man. He's got 3 to his left if he chooses to get one in. They've got still a chance. The flag stays down. And Neymar's in there. And so too was Choupo-Moting, the ex-Stoke City player. And that was the chance I was talking about. This was the moment. Lovely play. They stayed on side. This was what they did in the first half. And he only needed a flick. Eric Maximum Choupo-Moting. And that would have settled it, or would have put Paris rather back in it, and we could have been looking at extra time. There's still 3 minutes of the 5 to go. It's still hearts in mouth stuff. It's still a chance here. The ball played forward, but obviously Mbappe can't touch it because he was coming back from an offside position. So we couldn't get involved. Neuer has possession and will take as much time as legally as possible here. This has been a dramatic finale to our 2019-20 coverage, which has been heavily interrupted with COVID-19 and everything else, but we've brought you an entertaining finale to our coverage this season. That is for sure. And yes, fine margins indeed. Our friend Mr. Dash always bangs on about that all the time. Kimmich takes the throw. Well, I just hope everyone's appetite for football has been fulfilled here tonight. Lewandowski's gone down. And if it's a ploy to waste a few seconds, then the referee will be wise to add time on at the end of this. Yeah, it's clearly foul there. And it might have been the number 20 who's Kuzaria. And he's already been booked, remember. And if that's high, I think that he could be sent off for that, for a second yellow card. There is frustration, and Bayern are just over 90 seconds away, incidentally, from winning their 6th European Cup. It's been a tight game. We were expected to have an 8-goal thriller and things like that, but it hasn't turned out that way. But what a magnificent game it has been. Still time left. Can Neymar provide something of a flourish now at the end? He's still going down that side. Good cross in there, but Choupo-Moting can't get there, and there's a foul by Choupo-Moting. And I think that could be the last chance gone. He's been booked as well. There's a yellow card for somebody. I think it's Choupo-Moting. I think. In fact, it's Thomas Muller who gets a yellow card. Thomas Muller, I think it was for protesting. More than anything. Oh, that's what it was. He's kicked out of Mbappe. That's what's happened. I didn't see that there. I was following the flight of the ball. Just says you've been a superb commentary, like you've never been away. Well, it's got my appetite back again. It has to be said, and the amount of support I've had tonight has been amazing. Still 30 seconds to go. It looks like it's Bayern Munich's Europe night here. It's almost like you've done the Euro 2020 final as well. I've done 2 European finals in one summer. Trev, it's been unbelievable. Thanks, mate. But we've still got the presentation to come, don't forget. Unless in the next 15 seconds we see the miracle of all miracles. It's going to be a Bayern Munich triumph. Bayern Munich want the whistle now. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. We've played the 5 minutes. The Italian referee will be looking at his watch any second. Bayern Munich have a throw in. They're going down the right hand side. The referee puts his whistle to his lips. And that is that. It's all over. And all the substitutes of Bayern Munich run out onto the field. And it's all hugs for joy. What a moment for Hansi Flick. What a moment for him. He's done something that Pep Guardiola could never do here at Bayern Munich. And that's win the European Cup in his first full season at the club. What a magnificent achievement. Bundesliga champions and now champions of Europe. Thomas Tuchel is the bridesmaid yet again. PSG, will that be their best chance of winning the Europe's greatest football prize gone? They just didn't have enough hunger in the second half. They should have took their chances in the first. Mbappe had chances. Neymar had chances. He's in tears. Mbappe, who stole the show in the World Cup final some 3 years ago, couldn't steal it. Thomas Muller, what a moment for him. Thiago Silva has to make do with second place. Kingsley Coleman's goal after 59 minutes has won it. Stay tuned because we've still got the presentation to come. And I'm sure you'll want to stick around for the trophy lift. But it's Bayern Munich who take the Champions League final by a goal to nil. It's their 6th European Cup. I think to win in 1974, 1975, 1976, 2001 when they beat Valencia on penalties, and 2003 when they beat Dortmund in that all-German final at Wembley. PSG had their moments, I believe, in the first half. They had a chance at the end through Choupo-Moting, but it just wasn't enough. And it was a great final, but unfortunately it was the one goal that decided it. We were hoping for a 5-goal thriller. We never got it, but we certainly got a good final at the end of it. And it was a great end-to-end Champions League final. Both teams went at it hammer and tongs. It was a very good game of football. 6-time winners. And I think on the balance and on the statistics and everything else, I think the result was just about right. Well, the referee done well as well. And Thomas Tuchel on crutches and his team taste the horrible taste of defeat. Bayern Munich, kings of Germany, kings of Europe, and probably kings of the world at the end of the year, who knows. They are a super little team, and maybe when you look at the finer points, I mean, PSG did really well to get there. Probably had a much more easier route than Bayern Munich did, and Bayern Munich made light work of Barcelona, that 8-2 demolition job, and then put away Lyon, a difficult side. They knocked out Manchester City in the previous round, and they put them to the sword. And there's the name of Bayern Munich, been engraved into old big ears, the old European Cup. European champions for the 6th time. And it's been a roller coaster end to end our season of commentary as well. We covered them from an earlier round. This was the winning goal. It was a cross initially from Gnabry, came to Kimmich, and there was 4 players in the area. Zonal marking, really. Poor marking. Coleman unmarked. And there he came in at the far post, nodding into the right-hand corner. And that was the goal. The moment that Bayern took the trophy, or will take the trophy, back to Germany. And they did have a 100% record as well. But you wonder if the semis and quarters had been played over 2 legs, would it have been a different outcome? Well, who knows what might have happened, but they are worthy champions. There's no doubt about that. And we had the pleasure of seeing them in an earlier round as well. Because that never to be forgotten night at Tottenham when they hit 4, when Gnabry hit 4 and they lost, and Tottenham were beaten 7-2, and that was when you thought that Bayern Munich could be contenders to win the trophy. And I have to say that from the last 8 onwards, they probably, without a shadow of a doubt, in my opinion, have probably been the best team out there. Without a shadow of a doubt, they are deserved European champions, just like Liverpool were 12 months ago, when they comfortably beat Spurs in the final. You have to say, I think they're perfect. I think you've got to say perfect champions. Neymar is inconsolable at the moment. He's being consoled there by one of the officials of PSG. It's going to take him a little while to get over that, I'm afraid. But I'm afraid, as much as he'll feel that he's let his team down, I don't think he played well enough on the evening. I don't think when the players of PSG look back at the second half performance in particular, I don't believe in their heart of hearts they did themselves any justice at all. Bayern Munich certainly did everything justice. We're just waiting for the presentation party to proceed again. 10 o'clock in the UK. But it's been a remarkable end to our season of commentaries, which because of obvious reasons we've curtailed FA Cup coverage and 1 or 2 other bits, and we're sad not to do the FA Cup final. We'll do that again we'll certainly get that back next year. We'll do comprehensive commentary of the FA Cup and the League Cup and the Premier League all the way through. It's been very tough for me to do it with everything that's been going on with COVID-19, but we're back again, and we're ready and hungry to go again in a couple of weeks when the Premier League season kicks off again. The Champions League qualifiers for the season coming are already underway. Celtic have already won one match in that, and won it very, very well. Neil Lennon's side had a good win yesterday at Dundee United by 1-0. And as the helicopter hovers over a very empty stadium here in Lisbon. There's the European Cup itself. Oh, big ears. Beautiful trophy as well. A trophy of magnificent stature, but it's a great moment for Bayern Munich. 6 times Champions League winners. They joined Liverpool on that. They won their 6 last year when they won 2-0 in Madrid against Tottenham. Kimmich and manager Flick congratulating each other. It's been a marvellous run, and will PSG look back and think what might have been? They had every opportunity to win the trophy. They gave themselves that opportunity. I think you've got to put them right up there, Chris. I mean, to have a 100% record all the way through takes some doing, and you've got to give Hansi Flick, the manager, a lot of credit. Thomas Tuchel, gracious in defeat. There's more that can be said about Neymar, who's crying around like a baby, having not done himself justice. I don't think I've got much sympathy for him, really, but there you go. He didn't do himself justice. PSG will think that's a big chance to win. Will there be any more European Cup finals for them? I fear not. They've appeared in 11 and won 6 of them. Bayern Munich, they are amazing. PSG were brilliant in the first half, along with Bayern Munich, brilliant. Almost as good as Villa in 82. Yeah, Villa. I think they drew, though, in the semi-final and got through in the semi-final. But, yeah, they lost to Aston Villa in 82. They've lost to English clubs before. 82 against Villa in 1999. But it's the year for 2020, and they were worthy champions. As the European Cup is placed on its podium, the winners' podium. I think Mbappe will go to a much bigger club. I think Neymar's days may be numbered now for part of the press. But the problem with PSG, their league isn't a competitive enough league. They win that league by about 30 points every other year. The title race is over by the end of February most years in that, because of their spending power and the quality they have compared to the other teams, even Lyon and Bordeaux and several others. And, oh yeah, Didier Drogba as well, yeah. In Munich, yes. Diogo Silva. Well, when they look back at the video of this and the post-mortem PSG, they'll know in their own heart of hearts that they didn't do themselves justice in that second half. They only rolled in a needle match, and Neymar, yeah, I'm afraid I've no sympathy for, because he's crying around like a baby. He did not do enough to warrant winning a cup final of this magnitude tonight. Will he come again? Who knows? Di Maria was probably one of the better players out there for PSG. And Bayern did rob Leeds in 75. Yes, they had their comeuppance, but you can't say they robbed PSG tonight. There's no doubt about it. They were the worthy winners. The presentation party from UEFA, the governing body of European football, is there as well. And there's about 5 of them that'll be dishing out medals and the big prize itself. It's time-honoured tradition. The runners-up will go first, and they're going to get a guard of honour, actually, PSG from Bayern Munich, it looks like. And I think that's, if that's the case, then that's good sportsmanship, and it's nice to see if that is the case, good sportsmanship being adhered to here. So we're going to get the presentations and the medals presented now. And the referee's getting a nice clap of honour from Bayern Munich as well. I thought the officials did very, very well. Maserati did very well on VAR tonight. I thought the referee, Daniele Oberto, did a fantastic job. And, you know, if you get the best... And he's happy with his medal. He's just kissed his medal. He's happy. And they all get medals and mementos. And even the assistants they're over the moon. To them, it's like winning the European Cup. And of course, you've got all the VAR people as well. Maserati, the VAR man, and all the assistant VARs. There's just too many of them to mention. We'll just mention Maserati. He was the big man in charge, the big fish in charge. And they're going to form a guard of honour, I'm sure, for the runners-up. And if that's the case, what great sportsmanship that is. It got a bit edgy in the first 15 minutes of the second half, when there was 1 or 2 free-for-alls, but I think this is a nice touch from Bayern Munich. I think that's respect to their opponents, and look at them, they're just clapping, and I think that's what we want to see at the end of the day. Thomas Tuchel has hobbled onto the stage, is getting 1 or 2 sympathetic round of applause from the presentation party, and I think that's a nice touch from Bayern Munich. That's good sportsmanship. That's graciously winning. Thomas Tuchel on his crutches. Kylian Mbappe getting his medal there. Choupo-Moting. A couple of years ago, he was playing in the Premier League for Stoke City. Shows how far he's come in a short space of time. It's a long, drawn-out process. I remember in the olden days, you used to have the presentation not 5 minutes after the final whistle in European finals and FA Cup finals. Now it takes about 5 hours. There's Navas, who had no chance on the winning goal, played really well himself. And 1 or 2 of them taking their medals away and probably just throwing them on the floor. Even if you've lost, still a good memento to have. Well, it's not as good as... Silver's not as good as gold, of course. Runs up, get silver medal, and Neymar, look at him, he's inconsolable. But he didn't do himself justice on the night, which I'm afraid I've got no sympathy for. There he is, in tears. He won't have that medal on for long, I'm sure. Thiago Silva, the captain. Thiago Silva picks up I think a UEFA runners-up shield as well. It's no small consolation, but they didn't do themselves justice at the end of it all. And now Bayern Munich will be ushered forward, led by their brilliant manager. And I've just knocked it to Germany there, and that's it. There we go. Anti Thwick leads the guys up. Lewandowski getting a nice congratulatory pat on the back. 1 or 2 getting their medals. Kingsley Coman going through there. 1 or 2 of the substitutes. They all go to the winners' rostrum. The banished leave the stage. Everyone gets a medal now. It's not about team spirit anymore. PSG look on, knowing it could have been them, but they didn't do themselves justice on the day, and that is the difference in the end of it all. And as Chris says, well, Gnabry wasn't good enough even for Arsene Wenger, let alone Tony Pulis at West Brom. Went to Germany and has come on leaps and bounds. I think Germany is the place for him to be at the moment in time. As he gets his medal, what a performance he did. He's put up in the tournament. Boateng went off. He'll get a medal. Manuel Neuer is at the end. He's the captain who's going to, in a few seconds away, who's seconds away from lifting that European Cup. He gets his medal from the UEFA delegates. Now he'll be shown over to the big silver trophy with the big eared angles. So Bayern Munich. So Manuel Neuer will receive the trophy now. He will take it from the UEFA delegates. He will walk over to his teammates who are ready with the bubbly and the confetti and everything else. And Neuer lifts it high in the air. And that confirms it. Bayern Munich are the champions of Europe for the 6th time. And boy, do they deserve it on the night. They've deserved it throughout the tournament. A perfect record. You can't get any better than that. They are a team that play for each other, work hard for each other. Lewandowski's done a lot of work up front this season. Gnabry has been magnificent. That 4 goals he got against Tottenham in the group phase was a real watershed moment in his career. And look at him now. Discarded by Arsenal. Discarded by West Brom after 2 games. 5 years later, he's a European Cup winner. How careers can be defined. And it has to go down to the man management of Hansi Flick, formerly a coach of a manager of Hoffenheim. PSG have made their way off the field. It's not a place for losers, it's a place for winners, as the old phrase goes. And the caption on my screen confirms it. FC Bayern Munich, UEFA Champions League 2019-2020 winners. They will defend the trophy in a few weeks' time when the group phases reconvene in late September, early October. So they're not going to get much rest now before they start the defence of their trophy. At least a month or two's rest, and then they'll be back at it again. Bundesliga champions, European Cup champions, and who knows, they might conquer the world in December. Who knows? But it's been an amazing achievement. Will they do the time-honoured tradition in Germany and cover their manager in beer? They used to do that every year when they were winning the Bundesliga under Pep Guardiola. They're watching a replay of the trophy lift. Not tonight, Russ. Give me one tomorrow or Tuesday or something like that. Not tonight, mate. I'm very tired. But there's the trophy lift. You know, I never thought in my lifetime I'd see a replay of a trophy lift, but there you go. It's something that Bayern Munich can rewind and watch the video time and time again. They'll milk the moment for all it's worth. And it's in a night of great football. That brings us to the end of our long but curtailed coverage of the 2019-20 season. We regret not doing the FA Cup until the end. We'll put that right next year for you. We'll make sure that we do League Cup and everything else, and we'll be adding to our commentary ranks. Russ will be back next year with us, and also Chris will be back with us next year, and hopefully Trevor will be part of our commentary team and presenting team, because we could do with a fresh presenter as well, and he does his Trevor Larden. He's just amazing. But we've had a marvellous evening entertainment. It's been great. Drop us a message tomorrow, Russ. I'm just going to have a night away from it all now. But what a performance. And Neymar still inconsolable. There's replays of him crying his eyes out. I think he'll cringe later on when he looks back at that. But he didn't, at the end of the day, in the second half, Bayern Munich did not do themselves enough justice on the evening, and at the end of it all, Bayern Munich are back. And hopefully we'll have you on board, Trevor, next year doing some commentary and some presenting, which will free me to do some bit more commentary as well. Thank you very much to Trev. Thank you very much to Chris and to Russ. Hopefully, look forward to working with you all over 2 YouTube channels. I'll be with Trevor on his virtual coverage of the football as well on his channel. Looking forward to being on Match of the Day. Sort of a lifelong ambition come true for me as Trevor Motson. I'll be appearing on the first episode. I'm not telling you what game I'm covering yet. That's a secret. But So you'll hear my Tills It Tones also on Trevor Sports as well as this channel next season. We are very, very much... I hope you very much enjoyed our coverage. We'll be back on the 12th of September with live coverage of the domestic and European football season. Until then, have a fantastic rest of your summer. Enjoy what else we've enjoy whatever else we put on the channel up until then. But once we've done our FIFA series, that's it. It's all about audio commentaries from now on. But thank you very much to Trev. Thanks very much to Chris and to Ross and to everybody else. Hope New Caton gets very well soon. And we'll hopefully see him back on the channel next year, as well as Panini and Sue and everybody else, all our regulars. Without you guys, we wouldn't have a channel. So thank you very much, and your support. It's always been amazing. But we leave you tonight with the news that it's a German celebration tonight. The beer kellers in Germany will be buzzing, or the socially distant beer kellers in Germany will be toasting Bayern Munich. 1-0 winners over PSG, a team that are just unstoppable, and they are the best in Europe. 1-0 winners, that winning goal from Kingsley Coman after 59 minutes, a match-winning performance from Manuel Neuer in goals. He took our Man of the Match award as well. It's Germany's night in the European Cup. Well done, Bayern Munich. Commiserations to PSG. But it's Bayern Munich who take the European Cup. As I said, thanks to Trevor, thanks to Chris, thanks to everybody, Russ and everybody that's been with us throughout the night. We'll all be back next year. We'll all be back from September the 12th. And I can't wait to get started. And remember, we'll be for virtual football. Trevor's channel's going to be my home as well. And then Trevor hopefully will be joining our channel as well for the audios as well. Should be great fun. We've got plenty of good stuff coming up. Premier League, FA Cup, League Cup, European Cup, and not to mention the rearranged European Championships next year. I'm very much looking forward to joining you for all that. We need at least 4 or 5 commentators, presenters, to get there as we are aiming to do our biggest ever haul of live matches ever. Thank you very much, as I say. It's been a privilege. It's been a privilege, and we're going to have a 2-week break, and then we'll all be back on the 12th of September. Hope you can all join us then, and we'll look forward to having you all on. From Trevor, Russ, Chris, and everyone else who's contributed tonight, thank you very much. And for myself, JB, it's been a privilege over the last sort of year to bring you all these games that we've been able to do. Obviously, things have been very difficult, but we've managed to bring you some decent ones. And we brought you a decent final to finish things off, which is made up for the missed FA Cup finals and stuff. But thank you very much indeed for listening and for tuning in throughout the season. Hope to join you. Hope you can rejoin us all on September the 12th. Have a good couple of weeks. And don't forget, Wimbledon tomorrow on Trevor's channel. Don't forget that one. I had to put a plug in for Trevor's channel, didn't I? Anyway, it's been great fun. See you all on September the 12th. From me, JB, have a really good evening, and I'll see you very soon. Good night to you all. Good night.